Rob, it's always a pleasure to see you, but this is such a special occasion. And I know from the fans and their tweet that you've been the talk of Cannes. How do you feel about that?
No, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I always looked at Cannes thinking, the last time I was here, I felt like such an imposter, and I was just like piggybacking off, because Twilight, the first Twilight had just come out, I think.
True.
And so there was all this craziness, but I knew Cannes for the competition and stuff, and I was just like, what am I doing? This is embarrassing. But to be in competition just a few years later, it's amazing. I'm just like so thrilled about it.
What's been the most surreal about this red carpet in Cannes?
I mean, I've never done anything like that. I've never, you know, once the premiere is happening, it's over. That doesn't matter anymore. But this, you know, the day of the screening is terrifying. You have the reviews coming out in the morning, so you're terrified about that. And you're doing interviews as well, so you're like looking on your phone, like looking at the reviews going. And then, you know, when you do the screening where people can potentially like leave or boo. Like normally a premiere is, you know, it's all your friends. It's scary, but it's exciting though. It's cool.
I want a haircut.
The president's in town.
We don't care. We need a haircut. We need to go across town.
The fans also wanted to know, you read a lot of books and this is yet another book adaptation, so is there a book you would like to adapt?
There's one book I've always thought, this book of Money by Martin Amis. I've always wanted to do it, and I was trying to write one for a long time when I was younger. It just got made into a TV series, but I want to play the part. But I had to be like in my 40s, like, so it's a while.
And is there a movie that you love, you're passionate about, and you can't get enough of, and you know, watch over and over and over again?
I watched Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas about 1 million times, and I used to know every line in it. And One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, I've seen tons of times. The Mask, I've seen like all these things when I was younger. I used to like I'd memorize every single line, and then just watch it and just say the lines along the movie. It's ridiculous. Like no emotion.
That's Jim Carrey, Johnny Depp, Jack Nicholson. Any of them you'd like to work with?
All of them, definitely. I love Jim Carrey. I think he's I think he's amazing. One of the most consistent actors, and people don't really realize because you know he's a comedian. I think he's phenomenal. He's really, really great. I love a lot of comic actors. I love Eddie. I want to do a film with Eddie Murphy.
You will plunge 3.5 feet to your death. You did it to yourself!
Well, it's quite interesting because now you have your whole career ahead of you, and it's a turning point with those types of films. Are you excited about the future, about, you know, the post-Twilight years?
Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, there was something nice about doing Twilight where I always felt you could experiment in between, and then you could kind of take a risk, and you'd always have another Twilight movie to go back to. But now there isn't one. Like, that fear is kind of, it makes things easier to decide. Like, you kind of see what you like more. Now that there's no more Twilight films, I'm like, this has to work. Like, I mean, literally, like, so it's kind of, it's nice. It makes you stronger, I think.